Mara Campbell moved to Flagstaff for the quiet. A freelance editor in her early 30s, she needed peace after a draining breakup and a suffocating life in the city. The small wooden house she rented sat on the edge of a pine forest, far enough from town to feel like her own private world. The first knock came on a Wednesday night. 3 sharp raps. She sat upright in bed, heart thudding in the silence that followed. Glancing at the clock, she saw the time, 3:17 a.m. She crept to the door in her robe and slippers, barely breathing. Peeking through the peephole, she saw nothing. The porch was empty. No wind. No animals. No movement. She chalked it up to a branch or some odd creaking. Flagstaff nights were known for eerie sounds. But it happened again. Thursday. Friday. Saturday. Always 3 knocks. Always at 3:17 a.m. She asked the mailman. Nothing unusual. She checked with the local sheriff's office. No reports of prowlers or trespassers. Then Sunday night came. She waited with her phone in hand, adrenaline buzzing in her veins. 3 knocks. Again. She jerked open the door within seconds. Nothing. No footprints. No movement. Just a freezing wind curling through the trees like whispering ghosts. Something wasn't right. Mara bought a motion sensor camera the next day. She angled it to capture the porch, the door, and as much of the yard as possible. By now, the knocks had burrowed into her brain. They weren't loud, but they were deliberate. Precise. Like someone performing a ritual. That night, she couldn't sleep. The camera app was open on her phone. At 3:16 a.m., her hand trembled as she watched the feed. Nothing. 3:17. 3 knocks. The feed froze. When it resumed, Mara felt her blood go cold. There he was. A tall man, dressed in a tattered sheriff's uniform from another century, stood in front of her door. His skin was pale and cracked, like old paper. His badge glinted faintly under the porch light. But his eyes weren't there. Just empty sockets. He didn't move, didn't breathe. He stood completely still. Then, without lifting his hand, the knocking sound came again. And slowly, so slowly it made her skin crawl, he turned toward the camera. And mouthed words that chilled her to her soul. "You're next." Mara fled the house the next morning. She stayed in town and contacted the local historical society. She needed answers. An old woman named Darla helped her dig through Flagstaff's archives. In 1893, a sheriff named Elias Granger was found dead at exactly 3:17 a.m. on the steps of what had once been the town courthouse, land that now held Mara's rental home. He had gone missing for 3 days before his corpse reappeared. Official cause, unknown. But the coroner wrote a chilling note in the margins of the report. No eyes. No signs of struggle. Skin cold as stone. Locals believed Elias had been cursed during a manhunt for a killer who had made a pact with the devil. The killer escaped justice, and Elias was said to have paid the price. His last words, according to the town preacher? "If I don't catch him, I'll knock until someone listens." Mara's blood ran cold. She returned home reluctantly, determined to break the cycle. She poured salt across her doorway. Left offerings of old sheriff badges she bought from a flea market. Lit candles. Nothing worked. The knocking continued. One night, she didn't wait for 3:17. She opened the door at 3 o'clock and stepped outside, holding a mirror, something Darla suggested might reveal a spirit's true form. The forest was silent. But as 3:17 struck, her porch light blinked out. And he was there. Not walking. Not appearing. Just suddenly present. Inches away. His mouth moved again. "You're next." Mara's reflection in the mirror shimmered. For a second, her eyes looked hollow. Like his. Mara stopped sleeping. She set up cameras in every room, live-streamed her nights, and posted clips online. Thousands watched. Some claimed they saw the man's face in reflections, in windows, even behind her in frame. Then her feed went dark for 3 days. When it resumed, her followers were shocked. The camera showed her house, quiet as always. Then, at exactly 3:17 a.m., Mara appeared on the porch. Alone. She walked to the door, paused, and then knocked. 3 times. Her face slowly turned to the camera. Her eyes, gone. She mouthed something. "You're next." Since that night, viewers who watched the video at exactly 3:17 a.m. claimed to hear knocking at their door. Some said they opened it. They were never seen again.